Hello everyone. I really hope that the session conducted by XIMB alum was really helpful. Thanks to Apurv. Uh, because of that, most of the doubts that you were having must have been resolved. And anyone who is watching us for the first time, and if you are not getting what session that we are talking about, you should join the Telegram group. The link will be in the description, and also I will pin it in the comment. Now, coming further. The only thing that remained to be discussed, or something that most of us were having doubt regarding, was what is the marks and what is the number of questions that we need to clear the sectional cutoff from each part. So first of all, you should increase the video speed to 1.5x or 2x, whatever you want, because there will be a lot of calculation and I would be quite slow in between. So now, what is the marks required? So first of all, let me also give you a disclaimer that whatever I am gonna tell in this video is probably guesstimates and is not gonna be something hard proof or some proof I will be giving, but the main purpose of this is to give you a rough idea. So take everything with a pinch of salt, and of course you might choose to disagree, but I don't care. So let's start with our analysis. So now the screen that you're watching right now is the scorecard of 2018. This one is for 2019, this one is for 2021, and this is the score versus percentage for 2021 itself. Now let's start with the QA section, right? QA section in 2018, you can see the 26% of the question. Okay, one more disclaimer that I will like to give. Let's not go into what are the number of questions that you did and what went wrong and what was your accuracy. Let's not go into that. Let's skip the effective number of questions that we will be solving. All right, the final with 100% accuracy, because of course after that you can calculate as per your accuracy, but for everyone's sake, let's talk in terms of effective marks that you will be getting and effective number of questions that you will be solving. So here, let's start with it. In 2018, first of all, we are gonna be analyzing QA section from all the years 2018, 19 and 21. So 26%, let's assume that 30 questions were asked in QA section. Let's assume that, I know that there can be a deviation of plus and minus 5, but let's assume that. So 26% of 30 is 7.8 questions. 7.8 questions fetched you how much? 78 percentile in 2018. Let's move ahead. Here, 69.52. Now, as you can guess, there's a huge jump. Okay, I'm really sorry. I was I was looking at this percentage for VALR. It has been changed a bit. Okay, QA is at the last. So 35.35 into 30 questions. Okay, here 10 questions are giving you 76 percentile. So you see the percentile remained the same, but number of questions required to reach that percentile has increased considerably. From 7.8 we reached to 10 effective questions right. So at that point you will get 76 percentile. You can see here. Now moving further, here it is for 2021. Again for QA, 30% of 30 questions. So here 9 questions alone fetched us 91 percentile. So now what you can say that the level of paper varies a lot, because see, just 9 question is fetching you 91 percentile in 2021, and 10 questions were fetching you 76 percentile in 2019, I suppose, right? So the thing here is, let's assume whatever will be the cutoff. I think 4 to 5 questions would be more than sufficient to clear the sectional cutoff of QA. You see, 4 to 5 questions among 30 questions, and you have around 30 minutes to solve. So Sectional cutoff should not be a problem, but again, as you got an idea that the level of difficulty is changing quite a lot. So now let's move to VALR section for 2018. Here let's also assume that there were 30 questions. Let's assume that 0.77 into 30. All right, 23 questions, 23 right questions out of 30 or 35, whatever it will be, fetched us 98 percentile. And I just hope that you guys are getting the concept that the number of questions do not matter that much when we are talking in terms of percentage, because if the number of question increases, your score will also increase. Number of question decreases, your score will also decrease. So percentage is kind of proportional to that, so that should not matter a lot. So yeah, now coming further, VALR here at 23 questions right, effective questions right, we are getting 98 percentile. Let's move here, 69.69 into 30. 20 questions fetched us 92 percentile, and at this point I will say it's kind of in the line of what we got in 2018. Now let's move forward. 80%, 0.8 into 30. So 24 questions fetched us 98.52 percentile. Again, this is very similar to what we got in 2018. So I would say that the VALR difficulty has not quite changed a lot, because similar number of questions are fetching you similar percentile, almost similar, and in just 2019 a little bit attempted questions have effective questions that the person has attempted has decreased. In that case the percentile has also decreased a lot. So again, this is what I have to say about VALR as a section, and I know that this video is gonna be really long, so please bear with me. And now let's go to the DI section again. 2018 part, just because it is the same percentage as QA, we know that 7.8 questions, it will be 7.8 questions fetched us 76 percentile. Okay, let's move ahead. In DI, 40% of the questions fetched us 76 percentile. All right, similar percentile, so we can draw some really concrete data from here. 40% of 30. Wow, 12 questions. But also I should not be doing that, because there won't 30 questions won't be asked in DI specifically, because it is a lengthy set. So let's assume in this part there will be 20 questions, and I will change it as per that. Okay, let me go to 2018 again. So 0.26 into 70, sorry 0.26 into, sorry, all right, 5.2 questions fetched me 76 percentile in 2018 in DI section. In here 5 questions I would say fetched us 76 percentile. So again, things have not changed a lot. And in 2021 what happened? All right, I think it has increased significantly. No, not a lot though. Fine. I think I did some calculation mistake, but all anyways, you're getting a rough idea. That's all I care about at this point. 46 into 20, so almost 9.2 questions fetched me 75 percentile here in 2021. Where did I do some mistake? It was, I think, 0.4 into 2. Yeah, I'm sorry. In 2019, 8 questions were required to fetch 76%. So there's a pattern in here for DI sections. In all the 3 years, the person has got 76 percentile only, but in 2018 we had to solve only 5.2 questions to achieve that. In 2019 we had to solve 8 questions to achieve 76 percentile, and in 2021 we had to solve 9.2 questions in order to achieve that kind of percentile. So I can say the difficulty level of DI has been increasing. Difficulty level of DI has been increasing because the number of questions required to get the same percentile has been increasing considerably. And also again, if I look at what should be the sectional cutoff, I think again 4 questions right is sufficient to fetch you 45 percentile around. So that's only one set in all the 4 sets that you have to choose, and definitely there will be a easy set that you can target. So the DI part is sorted. Now let's move to the emotional quotient. I hope that you guys are watching it at 2x because I know it's taking quite some time now. Now let's assume 30 questions for emotional quotient and general ability sections. So 0.34 into 30 questions. So 10 questions fetched me 64 percentile in 2018. Let's move to 2019. 0.34 into 30. Again 10.2 questions fetched me 36 percentile. Oh my god. Now this is something interesting about emotional quotient that we'll have to see. Let's move ahead. Now here 32.5 fetched me 0.3. Okay, 9.75 questions, effective questions right, fetched me 56 percentile. So the interesting thing, let me give you some correlation. In here 2018 the percentage solved by the person was 34% and that fetched him 64 percentile, and in 2021 it is close to the similar percentile, that 32.50 percentile, and it fetched the person 56.03 percentile. But the interesting part happened in here at 34. You see this thing, 34 percentile in emotional quotient in 2018 and 34 percentage questions of emotional quotient in 2019, and in one case the person is having 64 percentile and in another case the person is having 36 percentile. And mind you, the sectional cutoff of HRM is 55 for GEM non-domicile, and all other categories can check their scores themselves and whatever sectional cutoff you have. And for BM it is 60 percentile, so even these things won't be able to fetch you that much marks. So the trickiest thing is emotional quotient and general awareness, let me tell you again. And I hope all those parts are clear by now. And now let's move to the total whatever we are getting. 45.45 percentage of marks fetched us 95.33 percentile in 2018. 46 got us 81.61 percentile in 2019. Now you can see the percentage of marks the person scored has increased from 2018 to 2019. Still what happened, the person here got 95 percentile in 2018, but in 2019 the person got just 81 percentile. So I just hope that I am making sense what kind of deviation there are. But again, when you come back in here at 49.43, almost 50% of the paper, the person, actually this person is me, I this is my scorecard only, I fetched 96.63 percentile. And of course you can see the percentile of my GK and emotional quotient section. It has not cleared the BM criteria, so you got that part of your answer cleared. And yeah, so the main purpose of making this video was to show you how much this varies. And let me again give you a rough idea from this part. Okay, in here you can see 46% of the marks, total marks, have fetched him 81 percentile. In 2021 46% fetched the person 91 percentile. You can see in the 4th row. So So I know that even after all these analysis, nothing had made much a lot of sense. But again, that is what there has to be said about XGMT. And just the only thing that we as a candidate can do, that prepare well and give our fullest. That's all. And I'm not a person who can really motivate you that much, so that's all the motivation I had. This See, at the end of the day, what in sectionals, what you need are 4 or 5 questions, not more than that in any of the sections. So that should be something positive takeaway from this session. So I hope that you got some idea, and thank you for watching. Again, those who are not in the Telegram group can join with the link in the description. All right, bye everyone.